What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. Well, I believe it was yesterday. Kamala Harris participated in a CNN town hall debate in Delaware County, Pennsylvania. Of course, Pennsylvania has become, arguably, of all of the 7 swing states, Nevada, Arizona, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, North Carolina, Michigan, and Georgia, the most important. It has the most electoral college votes, 19. And the polling indicates that whoever wins Pennsylvania has something around a 90% chance of winning the election. Or at least the odds favor it anyway. Look, this should have been a knockout. This should have been a home run. This should have been a home run Ruthian blast for Kamala Harris. She's on a network that usually would be considered a favorable environment for a Democratic candidate. Her campaign, her staffers, herself should have by now known in general what the questions were going to be about. Maybe not specifically what the questions were, but the subject matter, yeah. I mean, you've been doing this for, what? How long has she been doing this now? 3 months? You've been part of this administration for almost 4 years now, 3.5 years. You've been a politician for 15 years now? I mean, somehow, some way, in my opinion, Kamala Harris lost a one-person debate. Now, you can say technically it's not a debate if it's just one person, but you're not being challenged by anybody. You're being asked questions in a situation where usually these questions are softball questions. Like, how do you not make ground on that? Like, she's the worst candidate I've ever seen. I'm starting to think now they may have been better off just going with Joe Biden. I know the polling was really bad back then, but if they could just hop Joe Biden up with some type of, I don't know, some type of stimulants, coffee, maybe something else, injected him with something else for the short time being, he'd have been better than her. We've just been hopping around the place, actually projecting his voice and, whatever the case may be, Matt. This is ridiculous. Let's look at some of the feedback. Let me see if I can play some of this. This is from CNN now. Okay.
What weaknesses do you bring to the table, and how do you plan to overcome them while you're in office?
That's a great question, Joe. Well, I am certainly not perfect, so let's start there. And I think that perhaps a weakness, some would say, but I actually think it's a strength, is I really do value having a team of very smart people around me who bring to my decision-making process different perspectives. My team will tell you, I'm constantly saying, let's kick the tire on that. Let's kick the tires on it.
Is there something you can point to in your life, political life, or in your life in the last 4 years that you think is a mistake that you have learned from?
I mean, I've made many mistakes, and they range from, if you've ever parented a child, you make lots of mistakes too. In my role as vice president, I mean, I've probably worked very hard at making sure that I am well versed on issues, and I think that is very important. It's a mistake not to be well versed on an issue and feel compelled to answer a question.
So you've been in the White House for 4 years. You were vice president, not the president, but why wasn't any of that done for the last 4 years?
Well, there was a lot that was done, but there's more to do, Anderson. And I'm pointing out things that need to be done, that haven't been done, but need to be done.
Did you just hear that shit? Listen to what she just said.
It's done, but there's more to do, Anderson.
Been in the White House for 4 years. You were vice president, not the president, but why wasn't any of that done for the last 4 years?
Well, there was a lot that was done, but there's more to do, Anderson. And I'm pointing out things that need to be done, that haven't been done, but need to be done. Thank you, Eric. And you're absolutely right. You know it. I know it. I think most Americans know it. Price of groceries is still too high. Well, I may not be quick to have the answer as soon as you ask it about a specific policy issue sometimes, because I'm going to want to research it. I'm going to want to study it. I'm kind of a nerd sometimes, I confess.
Okay, if you're a nerd, you should do the research before you do the interview so that you can think on your feet and answer the question in a timely and concise manner. Not go into a jumbo word salad to try to deflect that you don't know the answer or you don't want to answer the question. It's very... What was that she said earlier, man? Well, we need to get done what hadn't been done so we can do what needs to be done. What is that, man? What is that?
2022, 2023, there were record border crossings. Your administration took hundreds of executive actions. It didn't stem the flow. Numbers kept going up. Finally, in 2024, just in June, 3 weeks before the first presidential debate with Joe Biden, you institute executive actions that had a dramatic impact, really shut down people crossing over. Why didn't your administration do that in 2022, 2023?
First of all, you're exactly right, Anderson. And as of today, we have cut the flow of immigration by over half. In fact, the numbers I saw most recently, illegal immigration.
But if it was that easy with that executive action, why not do it in 2022, 2023?
Because we were working with Congress and hoping that actually we could have a long-term fix to the problem instead of a short-term fix.
You couldn't have done one and both at the same time?
Well, here's the thing. We have to understand that ultimately this problem is going to be fixed through congressional action.
Is a border wall stupid?
Well, let's talk about Donald Trump and that border wall. So remember, Donald Trump said Mexico would pay for it? Come on, they didn't.
But you agreed to a bill that would earmark $650 million to continue building that wall.
I pledge that I am going to bring forward that bipartisan bill. Let's just fix the problem.
To fix the problem, you're doing this compromise bill. It does call for $650 million that was earmarked under Trump to actually still go to build the wall.
I am not afraid of good ideas where they occurred.
So you don't think it's stupid anymore?
I think what he did and how he did it did not make much sense because he actually didn't do much of anything.
Get the fuck out of here, man. Look, left-wing media, for the most part, going to spin it and somehow ignore that she didn't answer most of the questions. Blame Trump. And I got to give it to Anderson Cooper. At least, I guess, because they want to, look, I'm going to tell you something about Anderson Cooper, man. I will say this. A lot of people don't like him. I've observed Anderson Cooper since I was in middle school. Okay, back when he used to be on, what was it? Earlier, at the beginning of the school day, this is like 1992, 93, 91, 92, 93. Used to be this program used to come on in the morning. Was it called Channel 1? I think it was. And we used to listen to all these young anchors at the time. Anderson Cooper was one of them. I think at the time he was like in his 20s. His hair was brown. Lisa Ling was on there. She was really young. A lot of these people who are now in news and these major media news outlets were getting their start with Channel 1. He takes journalism seriously. So I'm glad that he did go out last night and actually ask her tough questions if it's just for one night. Wasn't no softball crap. This wasn't Lester Holt. He let off the hook with some stuff, but he was a lot tougher. And you see how she easily got boxed into contradicting herself. She said that building a wall was a stupid idea, but then just later on, she said, well, the way he went about it was stupid. Which one is it? And you could have written an executive, the administration, Biden, even though she was the quote-unquote border czar, they could have written an executive order stopping the flow of illegal immigration or slowing it then, temporarily. You didn't do it because we all know what's going on. We all know the scam. You're trying to buy votes. Okay? So that's why you let all these people in. I saw Town Biz did a video earlier today showing how the Harris campaign has promised things to Latino men, but black men, we're scolded into voting for her because, hey, that's our job. We these big buff, primate Negro bodyguards who need to just not think and do as we're told. Be the physical bodyguard slaves that we're supposed to be on the plantation. But anyway, the more of the same crap, man. More of the same stuff. Let's see if I can pull up something. This is reaction from some of the people on CNN. One of the persons said that she is word salad city. One of the persons from CNN in the post town hall discussion said that Kamala is a double threat because she can't answer anything. She spent most of the evening talking about Trump and deflecting. This is from Dana Bash. She said that she did not close the deal. And this is in a town hall segment, format. She couldn't close the deal in this situation. Even Van Jones said that the word salad stuff is starting to get on my nerves. And David Urbane said what I said, that Kamala lost a one-person debate. This is if Donald Trump was not such a fucking dumpster fire himself with some of the dumb shit he says, she losing a landslide. But the Democrats are so inept. They got this word salad, walking word salad. You got Joe Biden who needs to be in a nursing home somewhere. They don't have anybody. Hillary Clinton was a disaster as far as being a candidate. The only person they had was Obama, and he's constitutionally limited from running for office again. By the way, I see a trending topic: Beyonce to perform at Kamala Harris rally in Houston. Lord have mercy. That's all it's reduced to. No policy discussions. Let's just attack Trump and let's bring out this booty shaker. Let's bring out all these black women, bro. Like, I mean, look, man. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. But Megan Thee Stallion. Then you bring out Lizzo. Then it's Beyonce. Where are the black female leaders as far as our community leaders? What happened to the Shirley Chisholms of the world? What happened to the Barbara Jordans of the world? They wouldn't tolerate this bullshit. They don't exist anymore. Jesse Jackson, we don't have him no more. And Jesse wasn't perfect, but come on, Jesse Jackson wouldn't be about this bullshit. This is stupid. But anyway, man, I'm done, man. I just want this election to be over with. We're screwed either way. But yeah, I bang harder on her, no pun intended, because I don't like the scam they pull on our people. But that's the thing. That's the brainwashing they do. It's to the point where when you listen to Democratic pundits out there, They're always talking about what Trump doesn't do for black people, but we don't vote for Trump. And then the people who we do vote for, if we ask for something, they attack us. If that ain't the most backwards bullshit ever, what you doing? Ask for something from Miss Kamala. You just go out there and do what we tell you to do. You just go out there and vote. But don't we want to get something from our vote? We don't need nothing for our vote. You just do as we say, nigga, and vote for her. Because she make me feel good. Make me feel good to see a black face in the White House. Does it really affect you other than making you feel butterflies or yummy gummy in the tummy? I mean, what about actual benefits for us as a whole, as a group? It ain't about the group. Fuck the group. About me, how I feel. No. But with Trump, it's about helping the group, even though we don't vote for him. It just don't make any sense to me. It's just ass backwards. And it's not like we voted Republican and they didn't deliver and then we stopped doing it. We haven't voted Republican as a group since the 1930s. So I don't get that, But anyway, that's all I got to say about it.